Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to share with you my sort of a first impression of the Coverfx custom infusion drops. Now, this is something that you add to your foundation or your daily skincare products like maybe your sunscreen or even your moisturizer if you want to add a bit of radiance to your skin. This is something I have been seeing all around the internet for quite a bit now, but I was like, you know what, I really want to try it out sometime at least. And even though this is my first impression, I want to first tell you guys this is not really my first impression of this product. I've dropped almost so much, almost half of the bottle the last time I was filming this video, and that video was a total disaster, so I have to film this whole thing again. So I'm sitting with this now, and this actually has, it is called Coverfx Custom Infusion Drops C+ Lemongrass Radiance is what is written on the box and this bottle. And one more thing about this that they've mentioned on the box is that this this custom infusion drops allows you to customize your beauty and skincare products with a boost of vitamins and essential oils. This radiance boosting formula is enriched with lemongrass to tone skin naturally and vitamin C to help brighten dull skin, plus protect against damaging free radicals. What I'm going to do is, the last time I actually used a foundation which I had never ever used before, and I straight away jumped to mixing it with this, which I think kind of, wasn't like a really fair opinion on this product, and that is why I'm sitting with my go-to most favorite foundation of all times, which you guys know. This is the Too Faced Born This Way liquid foundation, and I'm actually going to be taking this on my a little dish over here. I've taken almost a little bit extra than the regular amount that I need. I think I'm going to be wasting that. It's a lot of foundation. I don't know why I did that. Anyway, I have seen a lot of people putting this directly onto their skin and then putting it, sort of patting it into the skin with a beauty blender. The lady at Sephora, she told me that you can add 1 drop of this to your product, and I'm going to do exactly that. I'm taking 1 drop, that's it, and I'm going to mix it, and I'm first going to keep this bottle away so that I don't drop it again. And I'm just going to mix it with my stipple brush. This is by e.l.f. I'm just mixing this entire formula. I'm sorry if I'm not giving a close-up of this. It just doesn't seem necessary. And I'm just going to put it onto my skin and let us see how this goes now. This is by e.l.f. Did I mention? I think I did. And I'm not used to using a brush. You guys know that. So let us see how this goes. We'll just do 1/2 of the face first. I just want to see how this goes rather than spreading throughout my entire face. It does add a bit of radiance for sure. Okay guys, I'm really not comfortable with this. Really not comfortable using a brush. I'm not going to do what I'm not comfortable with. I'm just going to bounce it in with my beauty blender. This is freshly clean, so it is slightly damp. So I'm just going to pat it into my skin like always. I don't know, what do you guys think? My skin looks pretty shiny on camera. Like over here, it looks okay. It doesn't look as dewy or as radiant in the mirror, but when I see it in the viewfinder over there, you can tell the difference. Like, okay, let's try and do the other side. So I'm pretty happy with the way this is looking without any other product, like without any concealer or without any pressed powder or not using a loose powder yet. I'm pretty happy with the finish. My foundation looks just the way it would have earlier as well. It doesn't look tacky by adding oil to it, is what I want to say. And it also does add a bit of healthy glow to my skin as well. What I'm not liking is that I feel like if I do this, I feel like my entire foundation, like very slight brush of my finger also, just kind of disturbs the entire foundation. So I'm not sure about how long this will make my foundation last on my skin. But I'm still going to go ahead and follow my regular steps, which I do. I'm going to use my concealer. This is the MAC concealer, my NC35. I'm actually liking the way my skin is looking even after adding the concealer. It doesn't make me feel like my concealer did not have any drops in it. I hope you guys are getting the point. Like, it is kind of difficult to put it across, but I feel like even though my concealer did not have the drops and my skin already had it in, it doesn't make me feel like, you know, like my skin is not dewy or not radiant anymore. It still feels like I still have a lot of shine to my face and I do have a lot of radiance. I am liking this dewy finish. I'm not sure how many people with oily skin would be liking it, but I have like dry skin, and so for me, when my skin shines, I actually like it. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and use my loose powder as well. I'm taking a little side of this and I'm just gonna dunk it in. Okay guys, honestly, I do want to set my makeup using this pressed powder by MAC, but I don't know, can you tell that after using the loose powder underneath my eye area, the shine and the radiance around over here, it's gone. It's not there. I don't see it as much as it was there before using the loose powder. So if I do use this, I feel like I'm going to defeat the entire purpose and it's going to be like any other makeup tutorial. But at the end of the day, you do want to seal your foundation, so probably, I don't know, I'm not sure. I think I'm just gonna go in and add a little bit of this, just sort of seal my makeup in place. Very little bit, slight. I am gonna do that. I don't know, what do you guys think? I don't see radiance anymore. I feel like it looks like any other foundation on my skin. It doesn't feel like there's a lot of radiance going on. I do know that there are a lot of makeup tutorials online which people have used these oils and different kind of oils by Coverfx, and I feel like they probably have a lot of radiance or glow or whatever oil they're using for their skin. I feel like they do have it, but I just don't see it on my skin. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and finish my entire makeup and I'm gonna be back. So guys, I'm done with my entire makeup and I feel like, you know, I can't really make up my mind with this. And honestly speaking, I'm gonna just look into the mirror once, and I do want to say that it's been over 2 hours I filmed this whole look, and I have been sitting and doing other work, and I thought I will take a few hours to come back to tell you guys, because initially the makeup does look fresh, it does look nice, but I wanted it to take about more than an hour for sure for me to be able to come and tell you whether it's working the way it should be working on my skin or not. So one thing I do want to say is that my skin, it definitely looks pretty radiant. It does look quite radiant. Also, the lights are reflecting on my skin, so you might feel like, you know, my skin is looking radiant. But even not on the viewfinder, but when I do see myself in the mirror, I can tell that areas which are not highlighted as well are also looking nice and dewy and healthy for sure. It pretty much looks skin-like for me. My one concern, however, is that I feel like I'm looking one tone darker than my actual skin tone, and that is something I don't like. I don't mind looking darker, but if I have added something to my product and if that is making me look darker, I would say that's not very cool. I do like these drops. They do make me feel like my skin is dewy, nice and healthy and glowing, not so radiant as I would have liked it to look. Obviously, there's a highlighter here, and all the high points of my face, you see the highlighter, and you do feel like my skin is radiant anyway because of the highlighter. But I would like to say that I would have liked a little bit extra radiance, like a little bit extra. My one problem, however, is that on my forehead, I feel like there's a little bit of creasing, not so much, a little bit for sure. I feel like it's there. I have dry skin, so I do like the hydration of this product. They do have another oil as well, which are called hydration drops, and this is called radiance drops. So I feel like that would hydrate my skin definitely much more. But since I have used a hydrating primer and I have moisturized my skin in the morning, so my skin is already well hydrated, but I can feel that after using this, I definitely can tell that my skin is very well hydrated. It is very well nourished. So much so that after I wash my face off, I will still not feel like my skin is drying out, is what I'm trying to say. But I do want to mention that if I do have to go again, if you're going to ask me, do you want to buy it again? I would say that most probably not. I would definitely want to try out different products, different drops by the same brand. Maybe I would like to do that. But these drops I might not really want to go in for, because I think my highlighter anyway adds a lot of radiance to my skin. It definitely adds all that glow and that, you know, that highlight on my face. And I don't think that this is doing anything extra. I can definitely highlight my face wherever I want to. My entire skin does look hydrated, but I feel like if we are speaking about radiance per se, I would rather use a highlighter than use radiance drops. It's a good thing to probably try out once in a while maybe, but I don't want to go in for it again. I know there are a lot of videos out there where people have loved, you know, different drops by this brand, but for me this one is not working out as much as I would have wanted it to work out on my skin. So yeah, I think since I have dry skin, it also sort of, you know, my skin sort of drinks up this product really well. If you do have oily skin, or if you do have normal skin, maybe this might work a little bit extra on you because you already have a lot of radiance, a little bit of an oily texture, a little bit of a glow because of your natural oils of your skin. So I feel like this might show a bit more on your skin with radiance, with respect to radiance. But on my skin, I feel like the highlighter is working more than the drops itself. But I have no complaints about it, except for just one thing, that I feel like my forehead is cracking, and another thing I feel like, the makeup is cracking, and the other thing that I do want to mention is that I feel like I'm looking one tone darker. So that's my problem. Otherwise I think it's pretty decent. You can probably buy it once to try it out, but do I want to go in for it again? Maybe not. So that's my review. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and if at all you did like it, please give me a thumbs up. Write your thoughts in the comments below. Do not forget to follow me on Instagram, add me on Snapchat. Have a great day, stay beautiful, spread a lot of happiness and a ton of kindness. Bye guys.